In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1 through 2, walk with all gentleness. Our anger must be under control and should occur only for the right reason. After the previous lesson, you might think that Christians must always be quiet and passive, never getting upset or angry about anything. Actually, believers do have the right to get angry, but only under certain conditions. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 says, "Be angry and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger." So there is a certain kind of anger that isn't sinful. It must be under control, and it must be resolved expeditiously. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28 says, "Like a city that is broken into, and without walls is a man who has no control over his spirit." Someone who is out of control is vulnerable. He falls into every temptation, failure, and weakness. On the other hand, he who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who captures a city. Found in chapter 16, verse 32. One who rules his spirit has power and energy, but it's under control. That same power and energy out of control creates nothing but chaos and sinfulness. Those who are easily angered are not gentle. Gentle people, on the other hand, control their energy and their strength, but they do not have a tough side. They don't back away from sin or cease to condemn evil. Since the gentle person submits himself to God, he becomes angry over things that offend God, not himself. If someone offends him personally, he doesn't seek revenge. But when God is maligned, the lion in him roars. Such anger is called righteous indignation. Under God's control, anger reacts when it ought to react, for the right reason and for the right amount of time. Ask forgiveness if you are apt to get angry for the wrong reason. Commit yourself to being gentle when you ordinarily would flare up in anger. If you don't get angry when you see evil, ask God to make you sensitive to what he hates. At the very time Moses was receiving God's law on Mount Sinai, the Israelites were involved in idolatry and debauchery. Read Exodus chapter 32. What was Moses' reaction to their sin? Did he hold a grudge against them? You can find that in verse 31 through 32. How can Moses' example be a pattern for your life? Amen. God bless you. Until next time.